Hello everybody. Good morning. How are you all? Are we straight? Are we on? Hello everybody. Hope you've had a good morning. I am jumping on with a live video that's going to help you if you wanted to start the year with a bang and then everything just kind of got out of control again. So if you feel like you've lost your focus already in the new year and your business isn't quite rolling along as smoothly as you need it to be, then I'm going to get you back on track. I've got a quick activity that I do myself. It's basically a bunch of questions that I ask myself, and every time I go through and I journal these questions when I'm feeling, overwhelmed or stuck in a rut or feeling like I haven't really done enough work in my business, when I feel like that, I do this series of questions. I basically journal the answers, and I find it really kicks in my motivation to get going again. So I thought it would help you guys as well. So let's go through and do that. Grab a pen and paper, get your journal out, do something so that you can keep a record of what we're going to talk about in this activity. Now, if you're new here, I'm Marissa Roberts. I am the host of Beautifully Organized Business. I run the Simple Business group here on Facebook, and you can find me at marissaroberts.com if you want to look at any of the other tips and tricks that I share to help reduce the overwhelm when it comes to running your own business online. I'm a big fan of keeping things simple so that you can do more consistent action so that you actually can do less in the long run and still get good business results. I just like to have a chilled, simple life, and I want my business to reflect that as well. I don't believe in working 24/7 just because you work for yourself. I think you should have time for fun, for family, for hobbies and interests, time to do absolutely nothing if you want, but still help a lot of people at the same time. So yeah, if you're new here, hello, welcome. If you're not sure that you can stay for the whole of the live video, make sure you save this video to your timeline on Facebook so you can go back and watch it again later. I'm going to share our video in the Simple Business group right now. While you're here with me, I've got my laptop. And I've got some notes that should keep me on track as well, because I'm a bit of a rambler. A little. I like to chat. All right, so let's do that share. We'll get that going in the group. If you haven't joined the group yet, just look for Simple Business with Marissa Roberts, and you will find it, and you can join. Share in a group. Okay, here we go. Simple Business. Got it. Okay, we're in. We have shared. Let's go back to the notes now. Don't forget to say hello if you're watching live, and if you're not watching live, if you're watching the recording later, because we always keep these recordings so that you can go back and revisit them whenever you want, then make sure you say hello then too, because I will come back on later and answer any questions and say hello back. Okay. All right, so if you've lost your focus in 2018, here are a series of questions or a series of steps you could take while you're journaling to get you back on track. Step number 1, I want you to focus on what is getting in your way, right? Write that down. What is getting in my way? What's getting in the way of my business this year? My results this year, my sales this year? What's getting in the way? Now we've got a series of sub-questions. So you don't have to answer that one right now. I just want you to write the questions down. You're going to go and do this activity later, and you're going to have all the questions ready to go. What's getting in the way? That's the theme. This is step number 1. So the first question I ask myself is, where am I currently spending my time that doesn't make me feel happy and excited to be working on my business? All right, so motivation, inspiration, a lot of that does, I know we're helping other people, but a lot of that does revolve around, do you actually enjoy what you're doing? Because if you don't enjoy what you're doing, you're not going to feel motivated to do it, right? Yes, okay, so where are you currently spending your time that does not make you feel really excited to be there? That's what we want to know. Okay, question number 2 that I want you to ask yourself is, what are you wasting your energy on? Okay, in terms of things that are outside of your zone of genius. What are you doing that's using up your energy, sucking you dry, that's outside your zone of genius? And the reason I talk about outside your zone of genius is everyone's got things that they're really good at that feel easy and feel really aligned and feel really right for them. And then, we should be doing mostly that in our business. But so many of us get caught up with the things that are technical and websitey and admin work and, you know, things that are outside of our zone of genius where they're distracting us and taking our time and energy away from the thing that we do best that can really help others. And when you focus on the things that you do best and the things that help other people, that's when your sales roll in easily. So where are you wasting your energy in terms of working outside of your zone of genius? That's question number 2. If you don't have time or you can't keep up or you're not staying for the whole video live and you're not able to write all these questions down, don't worry. I will add it all to a blog post or a cheat sheet or something like that, and then I'll leave the link here so that you can grab it at a later date. Okay, question number 3. Which tasks are making you feel burnt out and overwhelmed? So what are the actual things that you're doing that are making you feel burnt out? For me, that was always doing things like website updates. That's a big one for me. I don't love tech. I love helping people. So which tasks are making you feel overwhelmed and burnt out? Next question to ask yourself, which activities are taking up a lot of your time but aren't actually bringing in any results? So what are you doing that's taking all day but means nothing to the people that you're helping? This is where a lot of us get stuck, you know, where we might be, for example, creating a lot of products, more, new, but not actually marketing the products that we have and getting in front of the people that they can help. We spend so much time being busy creating the new thing that we think will magically sell, but we don't spend any time getting the things that we have in front of people. And as a result, nothing sells. Just had a little pause there because my phone rang. Don't worry, we're going to keep going and I will call that person back very soon. Okay, so, yeah. So this is a classic example of what activities are taking up your time but are not bringing you any results. You might be in product creation mode 24/7, but you're not actually showing anybody what you have available to buy. Make sense? Yes, okay. Next question, what is it that you'd really love to do but you're just not consistently doing yet? So what do you want to be known for? So for me, a big part where I was inconsistent in my business last year was in my brain, I was like, okay, I'm known for helpful videos. I'm known for getting people motivated, showing them easy ways to do things and to using a video platform to do that. And a lot of my identity online is being a YouTuber because that's kind of my tool and my platform of choice is to use YouTube. There's a lot of good stuff with YouTube. And I'll go into that on another lesson. But it's a really easy way to get discovered, but consistency is the key on YouTube. And in my brain, I was a YouTuber and I was somebody who helped people in the entrepreneur world over video. But I didn't actually spend a lot of time consistently making videos last year. So you see what I mean? Like what would you love to do, or what do you think you're known for, or what do you specialize in your head, but you don't actually take consistent action on yet? Alright, that's the whole of step 1, guys. All those questions. I'm going to run through them again really quickly. So check these off if you've written them down. These are things you should be asking yourself when you're journaling in order to increase your motivation and your desire to work in your business and actually get that consistent flow going. Number 1 was, what are you spending time on that doesn't make you feel happy and excited about your work? Number 2 is, what are you wasting your energy on in terms of things that are outside your zone of genius? Number 3 was, what sort of tasks and activities are you doing that are making you feel overwhelmed and burnt out? Number 4 is, which activities are taking up a lot of your time but are not giving you any results? And number 5 is, what do you think you specialize in, or what do you really love to do but aren't actually consistently doing yet? Wonderful. All right, now they're the tough questions because they're the ones where you've got to dig deep and go, oh, I'm thinking about stuff that is not ideal. I'm thinking about stuff that I don't want to represent myself, right? So that's not easy. So that's why we get the hard one out of the way first. Hang on. Once that hard one's out of the way, let's talk goals. So section number 2 of our journaling is going to be goals. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions to cover here as well. Question number 1, what do you want to be known for? So if you haven't zeroed in on that yet, what do you want to be known for? Who specifically do you want to help and how do you want to help them? All right, so let's say I was talking to somebody in a group. Let's say I was chatting in a Facebook group, or I was talking to a group of people in person, and they said to me, listen, I really need someone who can help me with this topic. I want to be able to say, well, you should go and talk to my friend Jackie over here, because she specializes in helping people do this, and she does it in this way. So I need you to fill in those blanks so that people can start recommending you and referring you, and you can start telling people what you're known for, how you help people, and who you help specifically. All right, what do you want to be known for? Okay, next question. What exactly do you want to sell? What do you want to sell in order to help the people you want to help? This is where it can get a little bit for those of us who really love helping but aren't comfortable asking for a sale. You know, this will show up in places like people will email you questions and you'll just answer them on email, instead of referring them to buy something that will also answer that question, because you don't want to feel salesy or a sellout or anything like that. If you feel like that, you need to get really, really clear now on what your offers are. Okay, so what do you want to sell to the people who need your help? Because you're not running a hobby here, you're running a business. And you can't continue to run your business if you're not making regular money, yeah? Okay, so this might be a service, it might be a program, it might be a product, it might be mentoring, it might be some sort of online program, it might be an ebook or a real book or a download, a print, a planner, it could be anything. Okay, what do you want to sell to the people that you want to help? If you're not clear on what you can sell, you're never going to make the offer to anybody. It's never going to be available to purchase. All right, let's go to a fun question now. How much do you actually want to earn every month? What do you want to make? How much income do you want to make in your business? Not how much do you think you deserve, how much do you want to earn? Okay, and I want you to really sit with this one. Because it's easy to say, oh, I just want to earn $1,000, because you feel like, yeah, it's too big a jump to earn any more than that. But it's also easy to say, I want to earn $1 million every month, because that does sound nice, but that's a pretty big jump as well. And I often find that that's hard to really make feel real. So let's keep it real. What do you want to earn per month? What's that number at the moment that will make you not stress about paying bills, that will give you some extra cash to actually enjoy your life, that will help you build your savings or start investing, as well as pay your team and pay for your tools and resources? What's that number that gives you that balanced feeling like things are going well in my life in terms of income that I'm making? How much do you want to earn each month? Next question, how many people, this is where we get into the actual things that make a difference in our business, especially when we work online. Okay, how many people do you want to join your email list or your Facebook group or your community, however that looks? Every month, how many people do you want to join? New people or returning people, I guess. But how much do you want to grow by every month in terms of email list, Facebook group, Facebook page, YouTube platform, however you're building your community, the main focus, let's talk about how many people you want to join you every month. I find email lists most effective. So no matter how I grow a social platform, I'm always going to try and funnel it into an email list. And that's not brand new news if you've been in the industry for a couple of years. How many people do you want to join? Okay. If you can't think of the month and you feel like you're just pulling a number out of a hat, you can think about, okay, well, what about in terms of a year? Do you want to grow your list by 10,000 people? Do you want to increase your Facebook group by 5,000 people? And then work that down into weekly. Yep. All right, next question. How many new people do you need to get in front of every week in order to achieve that monthly growth? Okay. So I'm talking monthly for the goal, but the reason I go weekly and the reason I go weekly is because weekly seems more real when you're actually doing consistent action. Okay? All right, how many people do you need to reach in order to achieve that monthly growth goal? Okay, so you can work it out in terms of months and then change that into a week. So let's say you want to grow your email list by 10,000 people over a year. Okay, well, let's go 12,000 people because that's easier to do the numbers. I want 12,000 extra people on my email list this year, which means I'm going to need an extra 1,000 people every month joining my email list. Well, let's imagine out of every 10, no, let's go really realistic. Let's imagine out of every 100 people you get in front of, one person joins your list. So if I want to add 1,000 people to my list that month, then I need to times that by 100 to know how many people I need to get in front of. So you see how that's not comfortable, but that's quite, it's like know your numbers and then you'll be motivated to try and reach for those numbers. This is the difference between people who have a goal and don't understand why they never reach it, and people who have a goal and work and work and work and work in order to get there. Yep, it doesn't have to be hard work, it just needs to be consistent work. So how many people do you need to get in front of in order to get the growth you want? I find my magic number is assume 1 in every 100 will love what you do and will want more. So if you're in doubt, think 1%. If it's more, that's wonderful. If it's less, you're not clear enough on how you're helping people. All right, last question in this section is, where are these people currently hanging out? Where are they hanging out in person? Where can you go talk to them? Where are they hanging out online? Are they following certain pages or YouTube channels? Are they watching particular live videos? Are they in Facebook groups? Are they following certain Instagrammers? Where are these people hanging out? Who are they talking to? Who are they complaining at? Groups are really good because people are more likely to share their problems in groups, which gives you an insight on how you can help them. Very good. All right, that's sections 2 done. Your goals are done. Let's go to section 3 where we're talking about inspiration and motivation and action. First question in this section is, where will you spend some time every day in order to be motivated to continue to work on your business? All right, now this is where things like who are you hanging out with comes into play. Who are you spending time with? Are you spending time with people who have nothing to do with growing an online business, or are you spending time with people who are working in your industry but are very negative people? Are you spending time with people who are doing well and are great role models for what you want to do, or are you hanging out with people who are really struggling and every time you try and help them they think of a reason why it's not going to work? All right, think about how that's going to increase your motivation level. Yep. All right, it doesn't have to be in person. It can be Facebook groups. It can be whose emails are you reading? Whose pages are you following? Who are you spending time with, whether that be online or in person? And how are they affecting your daily mindset towards working on your business? Okay. Question number 2, how much time are you willing to dedicate each day to feeling inspired or getting inspired and getting motivated? Because I think a lot of us really jump into work, but if you haven't taken care of how you're feeling about your business, how you're feeling about your customers, how you're feeling about your offers and your products and your freebies and everything out there, if you don't have faith that what you're doing is really, really helpful to other people, then you're not going to affect anybody in a positive way, okay? If you're creating marketing material but you're not feeling it yourself and you're wondering whether or not it's good enough, that's going to feed through, okay? So you should be spending time every day, a good chunk of time every day, doing things that are going to make you feel good, that are going to give you endorphins, that are going to make you feel motivated and inspired, okay? So now that you know where you're going to spend that time, you need to make sure you plug in plenty of time every day to do that. How will you organize your schedule to fit in all of your must-dos for your business? Major gap that I see when I'm working one-on-one with clients is this. They know all the things they have to do. They think they have plenty of time to do them, but if you look at their calendar a month from the day you're talking to them, if you look a month ahead in the future, none of their to-dos are booked into their calendar. This is where if you take nothing else from today's training, I want you to really focus on this. Use your calendar as if you were some sort of celebrity and your agent was booking you in for things. All right, so if you're doing batch filming for videos, book them into your calendar as a filming day. Yeah? If you're sending out emails and doing affiliate launches, book the time to create those emails and schedule those emails into your calendar so that people aren't going to rob you of that time and then you're staying up till midnight or 2 a.m. trying to squish it in. That's not how successful entrepreneurs work. They value their time, they book in advance the things that they need to do, and they do those things on the days they have them planned. Imagine somebody has booked you in for some sort of, meeting or discussion or deal or exposure or feature or something that you're doing. Treat it as a collaborative thing that you're doing, as if you're accountable for somebody else to show up on that day. Book it into your calendar as busy time that people can't take away from you. All right? Don't just squish your business in around your life. And I will say that as a person who has really struggled with that in the past. It's only been the last couple of months that I've been doing that myself, and I've seen amazing differences. So how will you organise your schedule to fit in all of your must-dos that will help you grow your business? We have one more question that we're going to write down, and then I want you to go and journal all of these. Okay, the last question is, what can you do to ensure that you consistently do your must-dos in order to grow your business? So we all have actions that we need to do. We know we've got to come up with regular content. We know that we have to publish that content and let the world know that it's out there. We know we need to have offers available for people who read our content or watch our content and want more from us. We know that we have to get all of that up and running. We know we need the tech sorted. We know we need a presence online. We know we need all of these things up and running. Yeah? So what is it that you can do to ensure that you consistently are doing all of the actions to keep your business up and running smoothly? For me, that's dedicating a certain amount of time every day. It doesn't have to be a lot. I work for about 2 hours a day max. That's it. Okay? But it needs to be consistent. And you need some sort of method in place that's going to keep you accountable to do it. You could pair up with a friend and share your actions every week and kind of work as each other's agents. Have you done this? You were meant to do this. Send me a copy. Or you can book it all into your phone and have reminders come up during the day. You should be working on this right now. Enjoy this result. What are you going to do to ensure that you actually take that consistent action and do the important things for your business? Not just the fun ones, not just the easy ones. The ones that get that needle moving forward. Okay. That's it, everybody. That's a lot of stuff to journal on. So you shouldn't have any gaps at this point on. If you're focused on this stuff all the time, then you're going to see results as well. So the first section we talked about what's in your way. The second section we talked about what are your goals moving forward. And the third section we talked about how do you get inspired and motivated and actually take action. So you've got everything covered. You should be able to go and try these and let me know how you go. I would love to hear your feedback. If you haven't joined the Simple Business group already, then go ahead and join in there and tag me in there so I can see your comment and let me know what's working well, what are you struggling with, what did you try, what haven't you tried yet, why haven't you tried it yet, all of that good stuff. I want to know all about it. I will give you a hand with it. Okay, I'm going to go. I'll see you later. Bye.